Hey, I'm at a hospital. But it's okay, I'm fine. Actually, I came up Northern California to visit my mom, for a couple weeks. But come to find out, a really good friend of mine who lives not that far from her had to go in for knee surgery. He's having his entire knee replaced. And well, if you've ever had that done, or you know anyone who has had it done, that's a pretty big friggin' surgery. And the recovery period is intense. So you really need somebody to help you. Sorry for the light. It's real early in the morning, man. Anyway, my friend asked me if I would come help him with his recovery after his surgery. And he's a really good friend. This is the friend that I went to Namibia with. If you watched any of the videos I made where I went to Namibia in Africa, he wasn't really on camera much. But he was in the background. Anyway, I went to Namibia with him. I've known him for years. Really a good guy. He's actually a doctor himself. So anyway, he needed to have his knee replaced, and I told him that I would come take care of him. And so, gosh, I had to take him to the hospital this morning at 5 a.m. Oh, I had to get up at 4:30. It was not fun. But, well, I just dropped him off. They just wheeled him off to surgery. He was nervous, but it was cool because he's a doctor. He works at this hospital, and he knew everybody that was, he knew all the staff. It was so cute. Like all the nurses that came in to prep him and shave his knee and get him ready. And the anesthesiologist came in. Like, he knew everybody. He knew, he knew all the questions to ask. He had a much better understanding of what was about to happen. So in a sense, he was really lucky, but he's still nervous because he said, well, being from the other side, he also knows how much can go wrong. So anyway, I'm going to be spending at least a week here with him. I think he found somebody to help him after I leave. And thankfully my mom was gracious enough not to mind that I was leaving her house early. She knew he's a good friend. She's met him before. So, and he had no one else to help him. So she understood that I had to leave her place early. So I'll stay with him for a week, and then I'll go back and stay with my mom some more. In fact, I think I'm going to go camping with my mom and my other sister. The one that, well, not the one that's in my videos. I have another sister who's very private. So she'll never in a million years be on camera, but she wants to go camping. And so me, her, and my mom are probably going to go camping. But first, I got to spend an entire week here in the beautiful city of Chico, California. It's my friend's car. It's weird, man. I feel like I'm living somebody else's life, And wait till you see where I'm staying. That's right. For the next week, my home is going to be the glamorous Marriott Residence Inn here in beautiful Chico, California. It's interesting. So my friend actually lives in Hawaii. I made another video a few years ago where I compared Hawaii to the desert. And I was at his place. He has a badass coffee plantation in Kona, Hawaii. But he works at a hospital here in Chico. It's a long story. I guess, I don't know. They needed doctors out here more than they did in Hawaii, or the hospitals out there aren't very good, or I don't know what's... Anyway, he spends most of his life, even though he has this beautiful coffee plantation in Hawaii, he spends most of his life here at this Residence Inn in Chico, which, yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to Chico, California. It's kind of like a central-ish California. It's a little bit north of Sacramento, kind of like in that central California farm area. It's very agricultural, kind of rural, has a nice small town feel to it. There is a California State University here, though, so it's kind of like a college town. And matter of fact, I think Chico State is known for being a party school. So, and well, we did go to dinner last night at like this burger place, and there were some rowdy drunks there. So I guess somebody's having fun here in Chico. But anyways, I'm gonna be staying here at this hotel for the next at least week, and my friend, I'm going to be helping him as needed, but I'm going to have plenty of time to go around and like do my own thing. So even though I've definitely heard people bag on Chico for being like a cow town. Well, there's nothing to do. I'll bet you anything that there's interesting stuff to do in this area. I know there's a lot of interesting pioneer history out here. Gosh, I think there's like a yo-yo museum downtown. I don't know. I'll find something interesting in this area. Believe you me. And, well, if you have any tips for me, if you've ever been to Chico, you have any advice on places I should go in the general area, I'm willing to drive up to an hour or more, please let me know. Okay, I'll show you the room that I'm going to be staying in here. Feels like I'm forever in a hotel room, you know? Like I just did that whole cross-country trip. Here I am staying in a hotel again. Here it is, 110. Ugh, it's so dark in here because, well, I mean, we got up at friggin' 5 o'clock to go to the hospital, so it's dark outside anyways. Let me let some light in. It's actually a pretty nice room. You can see it's a full suite, 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom there, that's my friend's room, and it's actually ADA accessible because, well, once he's got his knee replacement, he's going to be on a walker. So it's one of those rooms where the shower is just like a big, you know, there's no tub lip that you have to climb over. So he's got that room. I have my whole own suite over here. My bedroom and my own bathroom. My bathroom is not ADA compliant, but fortunately I'm okay with that. Unfortunately, I don't have much of a view here. Just kind of looks out at the freeway we were just on, but hey, I don't care. There's a desk here. I can work on editing some videos, which I got plenty of. And my friend even was kind enough to put some fresh sunflowers, local sunflowers, on the desk for me, which I thought was sweet. Yeah, that's about it, man. This is going to be my home for the next 7 days. So like I said, if you can think of anything interesting for me to do here in Chico, please let me know. Anyway, just a little update for you on what's going on. Never know where I'll end up next. But I was happy to do this for my friend. Like I said, he is a good friend. I've known him for 6 years, you know, and I feel like, you know, he doesn't have any kids and he's not married. So, you know, when you need somebody to help you, it's hard to ask for help. I have a really hard time asking for help. And I know it probably wasn't easy for him to ask me, but I was happy to do it for him. I happen to have the time free, you know, and I was going to be at my mom's anyways. She lives about 3 hours from here, so basically in the neighborhood, and I'm just, I don't know, happy to help a friend. Hey, we all have to help each other, man, in these times. Like I guess back in the day, people had, you know, the many generations of a family would live together and the kids would take care of the older people, and oh man, it seems like the family unit is kind of broken up in recent decades, so it's time to, I guess, redefine the concept of family. And he's as good a friend as I've had, so I guess I do consider him family. And I'm happy to help him. Anyway, I'm going to stop yakking. Speaking of his coffee plantation, he brought some of his Kona coffee. He brought a big bag of delicious Kona coffee here. So I'm going to fire up a pot and, well, I'm going to get on with my editing while he's in there right now getting his, oh my God, this knee operation sounds really bad. I guess I have to saw 3 inches off his, I always forget which one's a tibia and a fibia. Well, they saw 3 inches off this bone, and then they saw 3 inches off that bone, and then they stick this friggin' titanium or whatever it is, kneecap in there, and, well, he's actually hoping to be released by the end of the day today, which is pretty ambitious for a knee surgery. Usually they at least want to stay overnight, but, well, unfortunately, he's a doctor, okay, and even his insurance was screwing him around. So he doesn't want to have to pay a lot out of pocket, so he's trying to not have to spend the night in the hospital. That's the sad state of American healthcare, people. Okay, if you're watching this and you live in another country, these are the kinds of decisions people here, even doctors themselves, have to make. Can I afford to stay the night in the hospital, or should I just try to come home? Well, fortunately for him, he knows, you know, what he needs to do. He knows exactly how to administer his pain medications and how to wear his compression thingy. And And then I'm here to help out. So that's the goal. I'm supposedly just going to sit here all day working while he gets operated on and does his recovery. And then hopefully, if all goes well, sometime later this afternoon, evening, I'll get the call from the hospital to go pick him up. So fingers crossed, but I'm going to work on some videos until then. See you soon!